Well, we're back. We're back. We're here. What's up, dude? It's the end of the weekend. I can't believe it already. Monday snuck up on me. I gotta get home. I'm still here in Philadelphia. I gotta get to Baltimore. And it's usually a short flight if you're on a plane with big engines on the back, but this old bird just has one wing. Well, it's got two wings, but it's a cool little plane, actually, this Cirrus. Let me turn the lights up out here. I like it dark, but I know it doesn't come over too well on the tubes. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend, or whatever day it is when you're actually watching this. There we go, a little sunshine. Yeah, I used to fly the hell out of this plane in in X-Plane when I used to play it on my tablet and my phone, but I haven't really used it a whole lot since I've been playing on Microsoft Simulator. But it's got some cool little details on the inside of it. Maybe we'll switch our guys on the inside. Who knows? Maybe we'll just have test pilots here tonight. But this is an actual, like most of my flights, this is actually based off an actual flight. This is the tail number of the flight. So if you were to go into Flight Aware, or I don't know if it'll be on flight stats, but definitely Flight Aware. If you were to type in that numbers and letters right there, that would actually show this flight from North Philadelphia to Baltimore. Let's go ahead. This thing's got a pretty wild checklist, even though you really don't have to do any of it. like you really can't interact with all the stuff that it has available. So anyways, let me put on a little bit of background music while we're doing this, and then we'll get out of here. I don't think it'll take too long to upload the flight plan into the system. There's a few waypoints and things like that, but it should be pretty quick. So yeah, there's a couple of checklists actually on this airplane here. We have this one here. Turn the volume up on all this. But it's got something in here I've never seen before in any checklist. I've never seen it. At least not a checklist. Oh, I've got 3 mice in front of me. All right, let me grab the right one. Yeah, this one here, I've never seen anything like this in the simulator. You know, it's part of like this kind of checklist. It's got normal operation airspeed, so takeoff, rotation. You know, it tells you where it wants your flaps for obstacle clearance. It's got the best rate of climb speed after 10,000 feet. I'm sorry, yeah, climb speed after 10,000 feet. It's interesting. I've never seen anything like this before. That would be cool if they did this more often, instead of having to look through the manual that comes with the airplane. Or I think it's a pretty good idea. But yeah, most of this checklist, like, there's no reason to do any of this. There's no failures in this airplane. So you know, if you really want to go through all of this, you can. A lot of it you can't really operate. It's just got a few switches up here, like the Cirrus Vision Jet. So verify. So we're just going to do it without the checklist. There is a checklist built in to this Garmin screen on the right here. I'll show you that. Let me turn off those words. It's gonna get a little annoying. Damn words, always blocking everything. They take up so much room. I even shrunk down like the size of the letters, and they're still huge on the screen when you hover over a button. All right, so let's see here. Let me go back to here. All right, let's go ahead and put on the 2 batteries. Get the airplane fired up and juiced up. Here's the checklist. So pre-flight inspection. Now to navigate through here, just use the enter button on this center stack here. Weight and balance. Let's do that. Oh, it's back with, let me go back a screen. Emergency route. Nope, not that. Where the hell did I see it before? I know I saw it. It's under fuel. Oh, yeah. I gotta go back to engine. Engine and then fuel and weight balance. So it's got this initial usable fuel. I played with it. Anytime I adjusted the fuel on this screen here, it didn't do anything to the fuel from up here. Now I do have this program for, actually that should be 209. But yeah, whatever SimBrief calculated with the fuel parameters that I gave it, this is what showed up. 208 kilograms for fuel and 209 for payload. But yeah, when I played with the fuel here, it didn't do anything. So we'll just pretend that this is actually doing something. Oh, let's confirm. Very good. Okay. Now we can cross that off the checklist. Passenger seats. You can just click enter. Go all the way there. If you really want to do all this, you can. It's really not necessary. So we already got fuel is rich already. We already have a gas tank on. Let's go ahead and put this fuel on boost. You can hear the boosters kicking. And let's go ahead and get this thing fired up. Put navigation on. I'm sorry, the strobe lights on. That thing up to about 1200 RPMs. Let's put on our generators and avionics. All right, and once our GPS kicks on, we'll enter our flight plan. That was pretty quick. All right, so we can use this whole stack down here. That's what we're going to do. Let me get a little sip of my magic throat potion. Delicious. Tastes so good. So good. All right, where should I put that? Let's put that there. Let's click on flight plan. Let's do K. Ooh, we can't do anything yet. Might be better to actually move where I'm sitting in the cockpit here so I can get to the side of the button. Side of this little dual wheel here. There we go. All right, K, P, and E. Hit enter. Runway is going to be 6. Use the little dial. Use number 6. Hit enter. Hit enter again. Let's go down to our destination. We have KBWI. Hit enter. I don't have a runway yet, but I do have a route. So let's plug that in. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do highways in the sky. We'll try it. All right, so we have HO SKR. HO SKR. I wish more planes were like this, where you can just type the letters in. So nice. I wonder if I could use my keyboard. I didn't even think about that. All right, let's go back and let's hit menu. Ooh, we do have airways. What airway is this on? That, like, never happens in a Garmin system in the simulator here. All right, T047. T047. All right, let's go down. Airway. Oh, okay, I got to go to the next line. So some planes you need to be actually on the waypoint to do the airway. Looks like in this airplane, we go down to the next line. Hit menu. Enter. T447. Enter. Oh, exit is... Sorry, exit here. HAPS. There we go. Hit enter. There we go. Let's load that. Very good. After HAPS, we have belay. All right, BELAY. Enter. Now we have another airway. V378. V378. There we go. V378. And then our exit is Baltimore. There we go. Let's load that. And there we go. Maybe we'll try to contact the ATC when we get closer and find out what runway they want us to go to. Or we'll just pick one out on the way. I don't know yet. But that's all set up now. And we can actually get out of here now. We can worry about the rest of this stuff on the way there. Now we are going to 6,000 feet. That's what our calculated altitude is. Very good. All right, let's go to clear this out. Oh no. All right, flight plan. Map settings. Ah, it's already got this up here. Some of the Garmin systems, you can go here and put the stuff on the side. You know, your ground speed, track, all that. All right, let's go. Leave it on 5 miles. Runway 6 should be all the way up there. But yeah, we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and get our CDI put together. Oh yeah, we also need to find out what our weather is. I thought I could do it in here. Ah yeah, we do have it right here. Density, oh, just the density altitude. It doesn't have the barometric pressure. All right, let me see what that is. All right, in Philadelphia right now. It is 30.01. Let's do that. Ah, it's already on 30.01. Look at that. All right, altitude units, we got inches. That's good. All right, let's roll. One last thing. Let's put our altitude not that high. There we go. 6,000. And let's turn on our oxygen. We can't. Oh my goodness. All right, flight director. Let's turn that on. And let's switch fuel tanks. As we've been running on this one for a little bit now. Try to keep them somewhat even. All right, let's go ahead and get over to the runway. Slew mode to the rescue. I hate One Aviation. What's up, dude? Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat for a few minutes. Oh, how I love slew mode. You're a good friend, slew mode. Oh no, go back over here. All right, just like that. All right, let's turn that up a little bit. Turn this up a little bit. All right, let's head home. Oh yeah, that's right. I got to go out of slew mode. All right, all that's fine. Got our V-speeds. Let's go. Can't really turn the airplane. There we go. There we go. Oh, that is loud. Jesus. Get that a little loud. We'll get that a little lower. All right, I think that's a little better. All right, let's go here. Let's go. Wish I could change that, but I can't. Where I slide like that. I go into heading mode. Flight level control.
Engaging autopilot.
Very good. All right, and the best. What did it say in the beginning? The best climb speed. What was it? 110. Best rate of climb is 10. Oh, we could do 103. Let's do that. And I found interesting on the checklist, they have a climb mode that's based on rich of peak and lean of peak. So if you're one of these guys, you want to lean out the fuel and really like practice simulating, you can go into assist mode. Here's your peak. You want to stay between 0 and 50 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the cylinder it's working off of. But it's not flashing and nothing's happening yet. So I don't really think you need to worry about it at this point, but we'll leave it on. There's also a, if you're doing lean of peak, you have to reduce your power to a certain amount of inches. And then when we're cruising, we need to reduce it to 30.5 inches or less. But that was pretty cool. I've never seen it on this assist page, but if you go back to engine, it's got your manifold pressure here. We should actually pull that back to 30.5. There we go. Our fuel tanks are doing okay. When the right one gets a little lower, we'll switch over to the left again. There we go. We're almost at 6,000 feet. Let's go ahead and turn our landing lights off. It's 10 degrees outside. Nothing's icing up. We are good. Mix am I playing right now? Am I playing this Halloween mix? Oh yeah, this Halloween mix. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I might put on the other one instead. Let's do this one instead. As soon as it gives me the thumbs up to play it. Give me the thumbs up. Thank you. All right, that should be on now. Yeah, this this Halloween one just popped up as a recommendation today. Listened to it a little bit, and I'm not really a fan of it. I'd rather have this playlist on. This was an airplane like the two Piper Turbo Arrows that I have, or if it was like the Comanche or even the Malibu Meridian, I'd have to lean the fuel. But on this airplane, at this altitude, now, if we were taking this up 15,000 feet, 12,000 feet, that's a different story. You know, you want to make sure to conserve your fuel, unless you can refuel it mid-flight, which probably can, being that this is a standard airplane. Standard being that it comes with the game. Put the air on for pretend. Nice. Blow it out on the face and the feet. Let's switch our fuel tank over. One of the emptiest armrest cubby holes I've ever seen in my life. Usually there's all kinds of stuff burning those things. Napkins and straws and chargers and cologne, spare change. I don't even know if playing with the mixture does anything on this airplane. Let's see. Doesn't change the peak numbers at all. Ooh. I don't know why my voice does that. Now, in the other planes, especially the Comanche, power has to be at a certain percentage, the manifold pressure, and the fuel mixture for the lean of peak to really start working. But okay, see, we're minus 95, right? Okay, minus 95. We want to get to as close to 0 to 50 degrees as we can. So let's pull back a little bit on our fuel mixture here. At least that's how it is in the Comanche. I don't know exactly this airplane, but also if you pull back too much and hear the engine kind of choking, you know, kind of grasping for breath being the fuel, then you don't want to go backwards anymore. You want to add fuel at that point. If it sounds like the engine's getting ready to stall, add fuel. All right, there we go. Our peak number is now 8. That's good. We are now at our lean of peak. Lean of peak. Manifold pressure is okay. All right. We can go sit in the back of this airplane, can't we? Maybe sit back here. Not so loud. Go ahead and save this seat. Left control, left alt, number 1. Let's sit here while we're turning. You know, I usually just scroll through this plane, like when I'm trying to find something to fly. I usually just scroll right through this, and then I was like, let me pretend that I'm flying home. So I went on BWI's website and was looking at all the flights they got arriving at BWI today, and I saw the SR22T coming from Philadelphia, and I'm like, it's a pretty close flight. You know, I mean, it almost takes actually the same amount of time to drive it. If you drive from Philadelphia to Baltimore with no traffic, you would probably, and you started, like, let's say you both started on the runway, you might make it to Baltimore before the airplane. No, airplane saves you maybe like half an hour or 45 minutes if you don't hit any traffic on the roads. Everything is good. Go chill in the back for a little bit. We'll see, maybe we'll speed the flight up a little bit. Shouldn't be that long of a flight. I think it's like 40 minutes in the air or an hour in the air. It's not really not a bad flight. Actually, let me go on to Flight Aware now and see what runway this thing landed at. Currently, they're using runways. Where are they using right now in Baltimore? The runway 10 would be the one I'd be using right now. Let's see what this actual plane landed at. The owner of this airplane is the El Jefe administration. It's fun. El Jefe! That's all this plane does, really, is go from Baltimore to North Philly. Hagerstown, Maryland to Baltimore. Ocean City to Baltimore. Now, it looks like they live either in the Philly area or the Baltimore area. Alright, let's go down to BWI. Let's scroll all the way in and see what runway they landed at. Let's continue to scroll in. Runway... Runway 15 left. Alright, so let's do that. Let's put in runway 15 left. I put it into Navigraph right now. When the new simulator comes out, I could probably do all this stuff right on the Xbox. That'd be great. Alright, we're not gonna need an arrival since we're going right towards the airport already. The VOR station for the airport's one of our waypoints. And there's no good arrivals anyways from... Well, there is Nuggy and Trish. Alright, let me put in 15, the approach that we're going to do first. And then I'll look at the options for the approach. I mean, for the arrival. Maybe we can cut some time off a flight by doing this. Yeah, Baines. Trish goes right to... Nope, nothing goes right there. Alright, we'll just keep everything how it is. We'll do the approach. We'll go to the airport and then swing over the airport and do the approach that way. We'll do it like how they don't do it in real life. We'll do it how you would probably never see it in real life. No, actually, this one is probably how they do it here. This Trish 4 and Baines. I can activate that. No Baines. Baines is bad. Let's not do Baines. Baines is bad. We'll do Nuggy. What's Trish? You could do Trish. That's already on our route. Let's do that. Oh, I got an itch. Alright, let's do that. Trish. Let's get rid of you, Baines. Hopefully that's not after Harold Baines. He was an Oriole for a while. I mean, he was a decent player, but I mean, come on. That Baines can't be from that, could it? Could it really be? Alright, let's plug in our info for our landing. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue how we're going. And when we get to Trish, instead of us going through all these waypoints here, we're just going to activate our arrival, and Trish is actually the entry point for the arrival. So let's go ahead and go to procedures. Now I'm going to select approach first. Yo, what up, L? What up, fellow liberal? What's happening, dude? You know me so well. All right, 15 left. Hit enter. We're going to do green. Hit enter. Shea minimums. What are shea minimums? Let's look at our handy dandy chart plate here. 40 deuce. We got 402. All right, so we'll just put it in 4. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. We'll just put in 410. All right, let's scroll down. Load. Okay, then go back to procedure. Go to select arrival. And we are going to do Trish. 15 left. And Trish. Let's load that as well. We'll get rid of that manual sequence here. We'll erase that once we get it into our plan. There we go. So let's go ahead and get rid of that manual sequence. Clear. Enter. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, it's got 9,000 feet, not 6,000. Oh, maybe that's why they didn't put that in for us. All right, well, let's take away the arrival then. Yeah, let's clear out that arrival. And we'll just keep the approach. All right, we'll just keep everything how it is. Very good. I was wondering why they didn't put any kind of a arrival, and usually BWI, you get in there by an arrival. You don't really fly. Well, I can't say for sure. I've never talked to the ATC, but I've lived here long enough. I've had a lot of airplanes fly over me every day, and they are usually flying the same route. So that leads me to believe it's probably an arrival. Yep, fellow liberals, you know me. I love all that liberal shit. All that liberal shit. That's me. This plane looks like at night. Let's see that. I can't remember the last time I've actually flown this plane. Let's go real time. Yeah, it's pretty cool looking actually. I like the red. Y'all ain't got no red back there. You got red up here. I think we can make it mo red too. Can we make it mo red? Mo red. That's that screen. That's the redness. That's as high as it goes. That's as much red as you gonna get. I like how the reflection on the glass shows up. It's pretty cool. Finish this flight up so I can go back to watching Deadliest Catch. For some reason, I started watching that show again, and it's really good. I've been enjoying watching it again. It's a good ass show. All right, fuel's doing good. Engine's doing good. Temperatures are good. Fuel flow is in the green. We're maybe using a little too much fuel. I thought one of the checklists said something about keeping something in the green. Let me see here. This thing has so many options. Jesus. I've never seen a checklist with so much stuff in it. So 80 knots indicated. Max demonstrated crosswind well, 21 knots. Turbulent air penetration. Crazy how much stuff the thing has. We got about 3 hours left and about 559 miles. Pretty cool. Hey, what up, Keith? Lurking in the shadows again. Lurking in the shadows of chat. Yep, that makes two of us. I didn't know I was going live either until I guess about 20 minutes before I did it. I really didn't feel like going on tonight. I was so comfortable just sitting here in my blanket watching Deadliest Catch. I'm like, man, I told everybody I was gonna do it. I don't like saying something and then not doing it. I was like, let me just man up and just do it. Grab my nuts and move forward. I was like, let me go home. Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's kind of why I pulled my schedule back a little bit with the amount of streaming I was doing. I just can't do it right now, that amount of days per week like I was doing before. With this new job, yeah, it's tough. But still like doing it. I still like streaming. I like the simulator still. Like, nothing's changed. Only thing that's changed is just the amount of time that I have available at this point. All right, I think that's probably going to be our last actual turn until we get to the airport. And then we go out and then make a big U-turn so we can land. I saw this flight and I was like, I always pass by this airplane every time Every time I'm in Microsoft and I'm looking at planes to choose. What up, dude? What's happening? How's life in Canada today? Hey, do I have photogrammetry turned on? Photogrammetry? Thought I did. Yep, I do. The houses look a little flat. That's why I was curious. Nice. Yeah, man, pretty good Sunday. Another weekend that went by too quick, but good couple of days. Need to quit my job so I can have a longer weekend. That'd be great. Yeah, I can't do it. I'll be homeless. Oh, man. I'd be homeless. And that I do not want. I do not want to be homeless. Kind of like air conditioning and heat, blankets. Yes, kids do. I give a shit about kids and what they like. Fuck 'em. Yeah, they complain. They're good at that. All right, what okay, yeah, you don't have a bed. Okay, sure you don't. Really, you don't? That sucks. Sorry to hear that. Alright, so we need to get down to about 3,000 feet at some point. That's only about 20 miles to do. And we have 3, 6, 9... about 12 miles from the entry of the approach to the touchdown zone. So we're gonna need to fly a few miles past Cream. We'll start descending, you know, we'll start descending right when we pass the airport. All right, so we got 111.95. Damn, it's already got the code in there. Bastards. I hate when they do that. I hate when they put it in automatically. I mean, it's convenient that they do, but I like entering it. Alright, let's switch our fuel tank over again. Since left is getting a little low. Yep. Now, left will catch its breath. And right will start working. Alright, let's sync up our heading and at least get the course inputted in. So let's push on our heading button. And then let's go into heading mode. Switch our CDI, VOR. Damn, it's got the right course in there too. This plane does everything for you. Wow, you don't have to do shit in this airplane. Alright, let's go back to nav and just chill. Shit, I wonder if it's going to land itself too. That would be great. Open its own door, turn itself off. This is a great airplane. I should have flown this thing more often. This thing is fun. You don't gotta do shit. Oops, sorry about that. Sorry about the thump. I'm just looking at the chat. Sorry. I was looking at Navigraph. No, the plane's not new. I've had it since I've had the simulator. Well, before that, this came out in the SU-14 update. No, I've had it. I just never flown it. I flew it a lot on X-Plane, and I just lost interest in it since I flew it too much on X-Plane. I've flown it a couple of times. It's just not something I really think about flying because I didn't buy it, you know, separately from the game like I did with the other airplanes that I fly normally. The Just Flight airplanes and the Inabuilds and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I just passed by it. But this plane's actually pretty cool. It's got a good level of items you can interact with. It's not everything, but it's a decent amount of stuff that you can interact with in this airplane. It makes it fun, at least for me. All right, we're not too far from Baltimore, actually. There's Essex. That's only about 10 minutes from Baltimore. Yep. There's the bridge that was knocked down. Oh, no, sorry. This bridge up here, that's the one that got knocked down a while back by that cargo ship that ran into it and knocked it down. All right, let's put our landing lights on. Icing, that on auto, just in case. You know what, that's not right. It'd be 9 degrees Celsius around here right now. Well, we are 6,000 feet in the air, maybe it is accurate. Everything else has been right on point, so why wouldn't that be? Here's BWI in about 5 miles. Anything special for descent? We can't interact with oxygen. Right, that doesn't matter. Power levers. Landing. Oh yeah, wait, no, we put the landing lights on. Fuel system. Alright, before landing, seatbelts, right. Flaps 50. If it's icing, which it's not gonna be. Flaps 100, 80 to 85, and everything normal. Okay, so nothing. Full pump will stay on. Everything else is good. Soupy out here today. Look at that. All right, let's plug in 3,000. I don't think VNav will work. Let's try it. Ooh. Ooh, I didn't know it would work. We might have already missed it, though. We'll see what happens. VNav, the top of descent was probably back here. I'm gonna give it a few seconds. I don't see anything pop up. We're gonna start descending ourselves. Oh, there's the top of descent right there, actually. All right, let's level off, and we'll go back into VNav. Huh. Right there on the map. Right there, the old map. Now I wonder if this plane will switch automatically from this GPS mode to the localizer mode. Some of these Garmin systems I've had do it. Oh yeah, look, the magenta 3000 just popped up. That's the altitude for the initial airfix of the approach, which is green over here on the top right. It's a shame you don't have charts in this airplane. I mean, it's doing a lot of the other stuff that the airplanes do when they have charts and sim brief and all that. Yeah, but I've been in, I want to say it's the Cessna Longitude or the other, the CJ4. One of those two, I've had that happen, where we were flying like this, and then once the localizer was captured, this mode flipped from GPS to localizer mode automatically. I know having the any kind of HUD up is not very realistic, but I don't give a shit. I like flying outside the airplane, and it's very tough to do when you have no idea what the hell is going on. Should hand fly it the rest of the way. Let's actually do that. That'd be fun. Let's hand fly it the rest of the way. All right, let's switch our CDI mode over. Continue to go down. All right, the ILS indicator is starting to go right direction. That green icon, little diamond that's moving up the right side of the primary display there. This plane's actually not too bad flying manually. All right, let's make our turn. All right, let's see how this thing does. That was fun flying it by hand. Thing handles pretty well. Doesn't have a yaw dampener switch. It's interesting. A lot of these planes do. A lot of these smaller planes. Start slowing down a bit. Got about 6 miles, 7 miles. Enough time for this plane to slow down, right? We'll find out. Because if it's not, it'll just be a bumpy landing. That's interesting, even with the mixture lean, that it wasn't slowing down a lot. Thought that would have slowed the engine down a bit. And harder to get the RPMs and the power it needs. Thank you, Flaps. Thank you, Flaps, for entering my life. I usually refuse to play with the HUD inside the airplane, though. That is overkill to me. But on the outside, I'm cool with it. Just this a hard airplane to land, even with autopilot, when you don't know what speed you're going. No auto throttle on this airplane. After I finish this flight, you will see me again Tuesday night, regular time, sometime after it gets dark, usually around 8 to 8:30, closer to 8:30 lately, but our speed's good, descent's good. This plane's doing a good job. This company that did this plane, they did a pretty good job. FlySim Works, I think they're called.
500.
It's in the about section of the video. I just can't see that right now. But it's something like that. I remember seeing that on the website I was reading it on earlier today. Flaps full. Down to about 80. 80 knots. There's my downloaded modded airport. Look at that parking garage. Look just like the real thing. Same thing with this whole thing too. Private planes that go over there and the cargo planes right here. Looks great. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, boy. Look at that. Look at that masterpiece. And look at that masterpiece landing. We still haven't stopped yet. Look at that shimmy shake. That little shimmy shake. There we go. All right. Well, my friends, wrong button. I will see y'all again on Tuesday, sometime between 8 and 8:30 East Coast Merca time. I hope y'all have a good rest of whatever's left on your weekend. The weekend it comes and goes so quickly. It seems like it takes so long to get to the weekend sometimes. But then when you get there, it's like, fuck, it's Sunday night already. I would love to do something else full time where I had longer weekends. But it's all good. I would love to do this full time, but that is not a reality. Maybe one day. But right now, not so much. We are very far away from making that happen. Anyways, I will see y'all Tuesday night. Thanks for tuning in today. Hope y'all have a good rest of whatever's left on whatever day you see this. But that's about it. Do other YouTube things to help out this channel. I appreciate it. And I will see you next episode of the Airplane Show. See ya.